On the website queerty.com, that's the name of the website. Not a website I check very often, but this certain article has been all over social media. The headline of the article is "Trans Poet Joss Charles Rearranges the Alphabet to Survive Its Ferocity Against Her Body." I feel like I should read that again because it might have been confusing. Trans poet Joss Charles rearranges the alphabet to survive its ferocity against her body. And then this, so it's an article about this poet who is rearranging the alphabet. I'll read a little bit of the article for you. Speaking of crazy and stupid, you see how all the topics now are just blending into each other. This is pretty good what I'm doing. I hope you appreciate. It says, Charles has reworked the structure of language to capture the trans experience, establishing her as one of the most promising poets of her generation. Charles combines a deep understanding of poetic traditions with her own personal experience to create works that address gender and identity issues in a unique and moving way. Her second volume of poetry, Field, the name of the poetry book is Field, that's F-E-E-L-D, not felt, Field, creates a language resembling Middle English to challenge our limited vocabulary to describe the trans experience. In the process, Charles has won praise as one of the most important young poets today and the appropriate recognition. Field was chosen by The New Yorker as one of the best poetry books of 2018. Field challenges readers, and not just because of the language, it is at once lyrical and pointed. Here's a couple of lines they give us from the poetry book. Here's a line. Did you know not a month goes by, a tran I know doesn't die? And that's you spelled with just the letter U, no spelled K-N-O, month spelled M-O-N-T-H-E, and by spelled B-Y-E. And then some more lyrics here. Gender is not the tran organe. Gender is, yes, a hemorrhage. Well, that doesn't mean anything. That's literally just nonsense. Gender spelled G-E-N-D-R-E. Organe spelled O-R-G-A-N-E. I don't know what that word is. It's just a made-up word. There's so much that can be said about this. Or maybe there's not much. It's just utter nonsense. But you see a few things happening here. Number one, we see the continued disintegration of language, of poetry, of art, where something like this gimmicky, ridiculous, nonsensical garbage is named, one of the poetry, or this person, one of the poets of the year, poetry of the year, whatever it was. But you also find, here's what jumps out at me, and we can't lose sight of this. It's the incredible arrogance of this person, of the left, especially of gay activists, trans activists. This person is saying, "Oh, you know what? The regular language isn't good enough for me. Regular language. I mean, there are thousands of words in the English language. It just doesn't capture my experience. My experience is so transcendent and so beautiful and so deep and perplexing and wonderful that there's just no. I have to invent new words for it, and even regular words that already exist. It's beneath me to use those words. I'm going to rearrange the letters because that's for the plebes. That's for the peasants to use regular words. And I need new words." That's really what's going on here. It's just incredible arrogance that you find.